Stop. You're not stuck. You're programmed. And until you see the program, it will run you. Quietly, predictably, relentlessly. If you keep almost breaking through, almost changing, almost becoming, it's not a lack of effort. It's not that you're not trying hard enough. It's not even fear. It's identity. An old pattern installed long before you chose it. And today, we're going to expose it, because once you see it, truly see it, you cannot unsee it. There's a story about a village that lived in a valley surrounded by mountains. For generations, they believed the mountains were the edge of the world. Beyond them, danger, nothing, chaos. So they built a life there. They built certainty. They built identity. One day, a child climbed higher than anyone ever had. What she saw changed everything. Beyond the mountains wasn't danger, it was expansion. But when she came back, the village resisted, because the valley wasn't just geography, it was identity. What if your limitations are not limits at all, but boundaries you learn to call reality? What if the thing you call who I am is only a belief that feels familiar? And what if the resistance you feel is proof you're close to the edge? Here's the deeper truth. It's not weakness. It's pattern protection. Your nervous system is designed to preserve the known, even if the known is smaller than your potential. Familiar equals safety. Unknown equals threat. So every time you attempt growth, an older part of you steps in and says, stay in the valley, not because you're incapable, but because you're conditioned. As Tony Robbins teaches, the strongest force in human behavior is the need to remain consistent with how we define ourselves. If your identity says, I'm someone who struggles, you will unconsciously create struggle, not intentionally, neurologically. Now here's the real question. If you are not the program, who is watching it? You are the awareness behind the pattern, and awareness disrupts automation. When you observe a thought rather than react to it, you shift control into conscious choice. Choice creates power. As Wayne Dyer taught, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Modern neuroscience confirms it, and here's how you apply this right now. Step 1. The 90-second pause. When you feel triggered, don't react. Breathe slowly for 90 seconds. Your physiology begins to calm, and the automatic pattern weakens. Step 2. Label the pattern. Say internally, this is my protector speaking. Naming it reduces intensity and strengthens awareness. Step 3. Ask the identity question. Who do I become if I respond consciously right now? Not, what do I do? But, who do I become? Because identity drives behavior. This is how you climb the mountain. Not in one leap, but in conscious inches. There are many selves inside you. The conditioned self, the protective self, the aspirational self. But above them is the observing self. That's the seat of power. That's the part untouched by fear. Marianne Williamson reminds us, it's not our darkness that frightens us most. It's our light, because light demands responsibility. If you're powerful, you cannot play small anymore. If you're aware, you cannot blame anymore. Once you see the valley for what it is, you must decide whether to stay. Most people retreat, not because they can't expand, but because expansion demands evolution. Hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are patterned, and patterns can be rewritten. The very fact that you're questioning your identity means you've already climbed higher than most. You're not lost. You're awakening. Awakening feels destabilizing before it feels empowering. That's normal. That's growth. And awakening isn't polite. It shakes the foundations you called normal. It destabilizes comfort before it births clarity. It disrupts the familiar before it hands you freedom. This is the invitation you've been waiting for. See the old program for what it is. Not as enemy, not as failure, but as architecture, built to preserve a version of you that no longer serves you. Now, step into the next level of awareness. The part of you that observes, that notices, that chooses. That is your true agency. That is your power. Here's what you do today. Pause before the first impulse. Breathe fully until your body remembers it is not the valley that controls it, but you. Notice the automatic thought, the protective voice, the old story, and interrupt it. Just once. Then ask the question that rewrites the self. Who am I when I choose differently? Not what you do. Not how the world responds to you. Who you are at the core, the unshakable you. Because identity drives everything. Behavior, choices, career, relationships, finances, and your perception of reality itself. Change the identity, and the world responds. This is not theory. This is neurobiology. This is the physics of consciousness. Your neurons are plastic. Your body follows the mind. Your mind follows the awareness. And every choice you make from that awareness, no matter how small, is a seismic shift. So today, choose one moment to be more than habitual. Choose one moment to be awake. Choose one moment to expand instead of contract. Your world will bend. Your circumstances will respond. Your reality will shift. All because you refuse to run the old program one more time. You know, you can see, and you can choose. Step into the version of yourself that doesn't just survive the world, it commands it, it shapes it, it illuminates it. Because light, once fully embraced, cannot be contained. Today, you step forward. You expand. You become what you were always capable of being. And once you do, the old program falls away, the valley dissolves, the mountains open, your world realigns, and from this moment forward, nothing will ever be the same.